Hello, my name is Michael Wilson. I am the stated clerk of Donegal Presbytery. The administration committee has asked me to do a brief introduction to the 2020 budget for the Presbytery of Donegal. As a reminder, we are early on into our choice to have a unified budget, and so this budget represents both mission giving and also the per capita shared proportional expenses of our presbytery budget. First and foremost, the administration committee wants to say to you how grateful they are for the support of this presbytery. We have an overwhelming percentage, it's over 95% payment for our per capita payment. And for the first time in years, the mission support of this presbytery exceeded income in 2018 than the budget income. And so we were able to propose an increase in the mission support of this presbytery of $10,000 for 2020. We thank you for that. And this budget also represents and continues our historic support for Presbyterian mission beyond our bounds, which I will show to you. So if you're looking at the budget, starting from the top, there is the proposed 2020 Presbytery share proportional assessment or per capita. And this, after a year 2018 when we lowered our presbytery per capita and a year 2019 when it remained unchanged, this represents a 2% or 50 cents per person increase in presbytery per capita to $25.25 a person. After a number of years when there was no change in the synod per capita, we've been informed by the synod that synod per capita will go up 10 cents, which makes it $2.40 a person. The General Assembly per capita, because General Assembly meets every other year, and when it met last, it set the same rate of 2019 for 2019 and 2020. That rate was set at $8.95. If you were part of the budgeting for 2019, you may recall that the presbytery chose to leave the amount assessed in our presbytery per capita rate at $7.73 a person, which was the rate before that, and then included the increase in an amount designated for General Assembly mission, because we know that a similar amount is actually sent from the Office of the General Assembly to the Presbytery Mission Agency. In 2019, when we chose to do that for 2019, we said that we would evaluate that after a year. After consulting with the Presbytery Mission Agency, including bringing the new executive presbyter, Reverend Dr. Diane Moffat, to a presbytery gathering, the administration committee is recommending the same practice in 2020 as we had in 2019, which will leave the General Assembly per capita assessment for Donegal Presbytery unchanged at $7.73, and then include a portion of our per capita remittance in our General Assembly mission designation. This makes total per capita for 2020 at $35.38 per person. We also are grateful to be able to tell you that this budget includes an increase in anticipated support for presbytery mission, and also recognizing that we have historically supported presbytery mission beyond our bounds, includes an increase to synod mission and also to General Assembly mission support. We continue to be among the highest synod, if not the highest synod mission participants, and we are grateful for your support as we continue with that. Based on the generosity of your giving, this budget also shows an increase in our pass-through, which is primarily our giving to the designated offerings of the General Assembly, and that is the same on the income and the expense side. Also to note on income is that this budget includes investment income. The administration committee has now invested a portion of our reserve money and also the money from the sale of Camp Donegal with the Presbyterian Foundation. And as we continue to plan the long-term use for all of that money, we are able to budget for a portion of that to be used for our annual operating income. Because of some changes in the budget from this previous year, we were able to allocate $2,500 that we anticipate not being spent in 2019 for the 2020 budget. This is the year that the dismissal settlements for Peckway, Little Britain, and New London conclude. We have dismissed the Union Presbyterian Church, and 1/2 of that settlement is budgeted for 2020. On the expense side, you will note, of course, our per capita apportionments to the Synod and also to the General Assembly. For the first time, admin made forecasts about General Assembly and Synod per capita remittance and their effect on the budget to help with budget accuracy, and also made some predictions in terms of those actual expenses, so they no longer reflect the same on the income and the expense side. This budget continues our historic mission commitments and our recently adopted mission priorities of the Presbytery, especially supporting healthy ministry and congregations, equipping pastors and leaders in their ministries, and partnering in mission with those things that we do better together. You will notice that our mission budget reflects, of course, giving to the Synod and then giving to the General Assembly, and also the designated giving that our congregations do. And then under our mission and ministry expenses, we continue our support for our multicultural ministry, our mission congregations in our own presbytery, launching new worshiping communities, and supporting congregations and transition. All of this receiving significant support in this budget. There are modest decreases in the events to build disciples and in mission initiatives in order to more properly reflect the amounts that are actually spent on those areas. Engaging our mission continues to receive a focus of our mission impact to build relationships. If you go down onto the next of the budget, the compensation figures represent a review process coordinated by the Administration Committee, and the chair of Administration Committee will speak more of those to the floor of the Presbytery. The other expenses in the budget reflect a slight increase in our rent, which of course happens annually, an increase in insurance based on information from our insurers, who have let us know that the insurance market have led to significant increases for many church judicatories, and brings us to a total budget of just over $1,100,000 based on our predicted membership and a $35.38 per capita per member apportionment. The Presbytery staff, Aaron Cox Holmes, and I are certainly available to answer any questions you have about this, as well as any member of the Administration Committee. Again, on behalf of the Administration Committee and the leader team, thank you for your generous support and your ongoing support of the ministry and mission of this Presbytery.